All right, well, it's about 9:02, so I will go ahead and get moving on it. So, good morning, everybody. I appreciate all of you that are here very early for us. This meeting is recorded, and the video of the recording will be sent in a follow-up email to all of you after the event. Feel free to ask questions during by unmuting or just typing it out in the chat, and we can read those as they come in, and I will do my best to answer them during or after the presentation. Again, we don't allow AI note takers in the meeting either, so if you've added one, we will most likely remove it. After this event, you will be qualified for one-on-one counseling, and a booking link will also be sent out in a follow-up email. So this presentation titled, "Is Government Contracting Right for Your Business?" It is aimed at individuals who are interested in learning more about government contracting. It's not going to be a deep, in-depth dive in, more so an overview of our program, what type of services that we offer, and how we can help you. So again, please feel free, put any questions you have in the chat, and I will try to answer them. With that being said, my name is Nick. I'm the intake coordinator for the East Michigan APEX Accelerator office located in Flint, Michigan. So we can go ahead and get started here. Awesome. So this is our logo, the East Michigan APEX Accelerator. Each one of the centers has their own logo. I'm sure a lot of you are probably asking, what is an APEX Accelerator? All right, I'm very happy that you asked. So APEX Accelerators, formerly PTAC, which it was Procurement Technical Assistance Center, is a program of record with the Department of Defense and a nonprofit or university or college of some type. So those two entities come together and form an APEX Accelerator. With that, match funds are required. So in the state of Michigan, those match funds come from the Michigan Economic Development Corporation, or MEDC. So our mission is to serve as the axis for new and existing businesses to strengthen the defense industrial base, accelerate innovation, fostering ingenuity, and establishing a resilient and diverse supply chain. So that last part really is the most important, resilient and diverse supply chain. So we'll kind of talk about that a little bit more in a moment. So our vision kind of mirrors that. Our vision is to build a diverse and resilient domestic industrial base that can deliver preeminent solutions to the military and other government users. All right, so this is the map of APEX accelerators. So I said that there is quite a few of them. To be exact, there's 96 APEX accelerators, and there is more than 300 different local offices. So we form a nationwide network of procurement professionals and counselors that will work with local businesses to help those businesses compete successfully in the government marketplace. APEX accelerators serve as the bridge between the buyer and supplier, bringing to bear with their knowledge of both government contracting and capabilities of the contractors to maximize fast, reliable services with our government with better quality and lower cost. So you can see at the bottom of the map there kind of a timeline of APEX accelerators. Again, I have a little bit more history in a moment here. So more specifically, here is Michigan. So there are 10 Michigan centers, and we are number 5. So if you fall in that map of Shiawassee, Genesee, Lapeer, Tuscola, Huron, Sanilac, and St. Clair, you are in the right place. If not, there's contacts for all the different centers. So if you fall outside of there somehow, there's your contact right there for you. So why government contracting? This is why we're here. So the largest buyer of goods and services in the whole world is the federal government. So they spend about $700 billion each year, with $100 billion of that going to small business. Um, which is great news for small businesses, which means that there's $100 billion being dished out by the federal government for you. And our goal is to kind of help you get your portion of that money, right? So contracts exist for basically everything imaginable. This says from paper clips to armored tanks. Um, that was one of the things that kind of blew me away when I started looking into all this when I first got the job, is just they are buying just about everything, it seems. The work that we do together matters. So these are some of the things that when you work with Apex accelerators, these are the things that you are helping. So by being a small business selling to the government, you are assisting in fortifying the defense and government industrial bases, increasing small business certification and participation. So there are certain certifications that you can apply for, and that's something that you can talk to your counselor about. Increasing awareness and compliance with foreign ownership, control, and influence, improving cybersecurity of the defense and government industrial bases, facilitating innovation for the defense and government industrial bases, strengthening the supply chain, capturing market data in key industries. So these are some of the positive outcomes that come from working with an Apex accelerator, just for the betterment of the public. All right, how do we support businesses? So briefly, we've covered who the Apex accelerators are, and now this is more of what we do. At its core, Apex's role is to offer support to businesses of all sizes, not just small business, but mostly we do small business, helping them navigate the complexities of government contracting. As mentioned, we were formerly PTAC and established in 1985, and the program was created to expand the number of businesses capable of participating in these government contracts. So today, Apex Accelerator continues that mission by strengthening the supply chain in a sustainable and resilient manner. Our main goal is to assist a wide range of businesses, whether large or small, that are pursuing or are already working under government contracts with the Department of Defense, federal agencies, state and local governments, and government prime contractors. In other words, we don't just help businesses secure contracts with major federal agencies. We also guide businesses to connect with contracting opportunities in the state of Michigan, California, city of Flint, San Antonio, and everywhere. To put it more simply, if your business is located in an area represented by one of our Apex accelerators, we're here to help you navigate government contracting opportunities. And it's not just limited to local governments. As long as the funds are public, we assist businesses across the entire country in accessing those opportunities. So it could be public schools, universities, community colleges, public hospitals, and every other public entity. Excuse me. There's often a misconception that we only assist with federal contracts or direct government dealings, but that's not necessarily true. We also support businesses in exploring subcontracting opportunities. So if you're thinking that you're too small and not ready to compete with large players, subcontracting is an amazing way to kind of get in the door with government contracting. And we can help you identify potential partners, as well as sort of guide you through the steps to setting up your supplier profile within their supplier diversity portal, and assist you with those necessary steps. So certifications are also another important component for prospective subcontractors, and we can also help you navigate those as well, because when you have these certifications, as a subcontractor, you can sort of help them bid on different set-asides. Okay, back to the slide. Here is a brief list of services that we offer, but keep in mind it's just the starting point. This kind of just scratches the surface of what we can actually provide. So for example, we have one-on-one counseling with you and a counselor. And because you've attended this training, you'll be eligible to meet with one of the counselors and discuss some of the needs of your business and your goals and how you see yourself fitting into government contracting. If you aren't quite ready, don't worry, we can help you find the right path. We have tons of different tools and resources available to assist with government research, or with market research rather, so we can help you identify your best potential customers within the government sectors. Many companies will come to us wanting to sell to the government and target everyone. That's not always the best strategy. So the traditional sayings, don't put all your eggs in one basket. With government contracting, it's a little bit different. You might want to put all your eggs in one basket, since the government kind of encompasses federal civilian agencies, Department of Defense, state governments, local governments, subcontracting opportunities. A lot of times businesses will come in and say, well, I'm just going to kind of cast a wide net and target all of these different areas. But by narrowing down your focus, it's actually a much more effective strategy. It allows you to be more tactical and strategic in identifying opportunities that best fit your business, which ultimately increases your chances of success in that space. So that's kind of where the one-on-one counseling comes into play, because during these sessions, we can help you figure out exactly what you want to do by gathering some details of your business, what products and services you sell, and we're going to talk about how you might fit within each government sector. And from there, we can help you narrow down, focus, and guide you through exactly where you need to be. We also have different resources like price history reports, specifications and standards, training events and seminars, which we host across our sector, our territory. And we understand not everybody can make it to an in-person event like the one in Flint. So we try to offer many of our events virtually to make it more convenient. Of course, we still hold in-person events such as our Meet the Buyer event, where you can meet with buyers, talk about your services, and learn more about proposal development. Our goal is to bring the experts to you, making sure that you have access to the right information. So continuing down the service list, we offer bid match services, which allows you to access special bid match resources that would typically cost you money. However, through us, it is free. Additionally, we assist with market opportunity assessments, solicitation reviews, proposal bid preparation. However, there are a few things that we do not do. We don't write the proposals for you or tell you how much to charge the government. That being said, we can help guide you through the proposals. So if you find a solicitation that you're interested in, you can reach out to us and we can read it for you and help you strategize how to approach the proposal and craft your response. But again, we can't actually write it for you. Having our expertise on hand to assist you with formatting and ensuring submission can make a big difference in your success. I saw someone online refer to Apex as tutors, and I kind of like that description of us, because we're not actually going to do the work for you, but we're kind of like a tutor in that aspect. So the bid match service, I know I kind of touched on it a little bit before, but a little bit more into it. It's an automatic electronic searching. There's of 1,500 plus. I saw somewhere it said 3,000, but I'm guessing it's 1,500 because it's on this slide. Searches different federal, state, local government websites, and it will find exactly what matches certain keywords that you will go over a counselor with, and we'll put it into our service, and it will search all over to find offers that are relevant to you. So it requires identification of keywords and phrases, and then some different internal codes that, again, we can help you find later on. So once again, it's free and it's web-based. So there are places that offer this service, but they will charge you for it, but you are technically already paying for it with your tax dollars. So quick plug for an upcoming event. We have a cybersecurity boot camp coming up. Here is the schedule for that, as well as links. And again, these links will be in the follow-up email for you to be able to actually register to come to them. So recently, there's been new requirements that have come out regarding cybersecurity and doing contracts with the federal government. So you can learn all about that at these trainings, and I hope to learn more about it too, because like I said, this is relatively new. Like cybersecurity's always existed, but now there's being more of an emphasis put on that. So if it's not something that you've thought about before, these cybersecurity boot camps would be fantastic for you to learn a little bit more about that and what's going to be required of you as a government contractor, or as someone selling to the government, rather. All right, so federal government procurement goals. There are different percentages. Like I said, the government buys $700 billion every year, and $100 billion of that goes to small business. So that is where this 23% of government purchases goes straight to small business. And then of that 23%, there's also different set asides. So 5% has to go to women-owned small business, 3% to hub zone, which is historically underutilized business zones, service disabled, veteran owned, and disadvantaged business owned. So if any of these are something that you think might apply to you, it is definitely worth looking into, because it'll kind of put you in a space where you're competing with less people for these contracts, because they'll actually put out contracts that are specifically for women-owned small business or specifically for hub zone businesses. Here's a little bit more. I was just talking about these. There's a list of all the set asides and certifications that you can get. Before, there was actually, you would just have to self-certify. You just say, yep, we're women owned, but now it's actually a little bit more in depth where you have to sort of prove it. So there's a whole website for it, and you will go and apply and either be accepted or rejected for these certifications. And that is something that Apex will help you through. So this is, once again, this is the Flint and Genesee Group Economic Alliance. That is where we are hosted through. There is the contacts for us there, as well as a team picture, which we've taken a new one, but we haven't put that one up there yet. So there is our email. Again, you'll probably get an email from that letter or from that email address coming to you with a follow-up for this. I'm not quite sure what else we got. Yeah, so that's our team picture. Again, our region. We are the East Michigan APEX Accelerators. And I would like to thank all of you for coming. I think I've hit all of the points here. I was just kind of had some notes off to the side of me, so I was making sure that I got touched on everything that I was supposed to. Which I believe I did. So if anybody has any questions, I'd love to answer them now.
Awesome job, Nick. I'm not seeing any questions yet. Oh, I think someone is raising their hand. You should be able to unmute.
Yep. Hello.
Yeah.
Can
hi.
you hear? Okay.
Yep.
Thank you, Nick. I just wanted to know, do you also help nonprofits or no?
Yes, we do. The opportunities that we have for nonprofits are a little bit more narrow, but we do in fact help nonprofits if you guys are looking to get into government contracting.
Okay, so in the one-on-one counseling, I could share that with them?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
So just,
because I just see small businesses, so I didn't want to I wasn't completely sure. So
yeah, I've got one guy who's a nonprofit that we're working with right now. So that'll be some, we kind of take it case by case, but we can definitely help you out. So
okay, thank you.
Definitely reach out, definitely book that intro meeting.
I definitely will. Thank you so much.
Awesome, thank you. Anybody else got any other questions for us? All right, I'm not seeing anything in the chat. I kind of went through that a little quick, but looks like there is a Q&A. And if you have any other questions, you can reach out and you can email me, or you can email where was it? This email right here. Yep, the apex@flintandgenesee.org. If you have any questions that you just didn't want to answer or ask here, you can email that as well, and we can get your questions answered. So, oh, look at that. The picture updated. There I am. Awesome. All right. So if there's no more questions, then I think that'll do it for today. Thank you everybody for coming. And again, recording of this presentation will be coming to all of you in a follow-up email, as well as the link to sign up for your one-on-one counseling. So I hope to see all of you very soon.